dog there. I can't wait to get my boy.
Already.
He is my dog. How's everyone
Already in the
doing?
spirit.
Good, how are you doing?
Everybody good? Great game. A week ago versus Alcorn, they came prepared, ready to play. We overcame adversity in a wonderful setting. You want to go eat after this? Okay. Sorry, but that's how I get down. We overcame adversity in a wonderful setting. Defense was unbelievable. First in total defense in the FCS, first in pass defense, third down scoring, first downs allowed, total sacks, unbelievable. Offense guys to step it up. We've met about that. They shall improve, but I'm happy with our overall productivity of the season. But we can be better. Let's go.
What's a bye week like when you don't know who your opponent's going to be?
It does not faze us because one opponent we hadn't faced, but the other one we have, and that's most likely who we're not assuming. We hate to assume anything that we're more likely to play, but the game is on us, man. We play our game, we should be okay. We're our biggest opponent. We really are. We feel as though we can only beat ourselves, that no one could beat us if we're on our game.
Coach, you told me after the Boombox Classic, no one in the locker room, not even anyone on the coaching staff, was looking towards the SWAC championship because it wasn't set in stone yet.
Right.
But now that it is, and you do have this off week, what is the mentality going into it? Yes, you don't know what your opponent is.
Well, the mentality is to have a wonderful Thanksgiving and to spend time with those people who are meaningful to us, who blessed us, who we have love and respect and admiration for. Then once we get back, we'll resume our practice activities and lock in and focus. But right now, I really want those guys to be safe and sound and have and our ladies who help us on the equipment staff as well as the training staff to have a wonderful weekend. Then we'll get back to focus and business.
You maintain that the goal was always 13 and 0. But
The goal has been dominating. We don't call numbers.
I got you.
Yeah.
Has there been an opportunity to stop the smell of roses at 11 and 0 and what that's meant to the school?
We don't do that because we want to be dominant. I rarely talk about an 0 or whatever the record is. I rarely ever even state that. We want to be dominant. We want to make sure we're graduating the largest amount of percentage of players that can graduate, the percentage of players that can get opportunity to go to pro or the other professional leagues. We just really want to build men as well as women to have them go affect society. So that's what we're talking about, dominating.
Coach, can you walk me through the last month for Travis Hunter? Obviously, I believe he missed 5 games with injury before coming back, and then has that coming out party on Saturday. What does he do for this team, and how have you kind of seen him progress as he's got more and more playing time?
Travis is a great player. Travis was doing these type of things that you're now seeing him do in the spring. We just was competing against ourselves. Travis had that type of game in the spring game. You've seen that. That wasn't new to us. It was new to everyone out there. So what you're seeing now is an opportunity to watch how he practices. That's the way he goes about practice. Phenomenal human being as a young man, phenomenal athlete. He's a phenomenal player, and the best is yet to come.
Were there any points throughout the season where you didn't think he would return for his freshman
Never.
year?
Never.
And then how do you kind of keep him focused on rehabbing and getting back to this point? Obviously, you know, young guys
Travis wants to be great. You don't have to keep a person focused that's focused. You don't have to inspire a person that's already inspired. Travis is that kind of guy. So you don't have to pep him up and build him up. Even when they called balls on him, he didn't flinch. Travis don't flinch at all. I was trying to make sure I seen that fire and that passion still in his eyes, and he didn't flinch a bit. He is who they say he is.
It started 8-0 for first time in program history, and you talked about history for a good 2 to 3 minutes after that. Well, now here you are at 11-0, making more history. The goal is to keep making history after these next few games. Say you get to that point, what does this historical season mean for you and this program?
I have no idea until we eclipse it. You guys always tell us about history. We don't know. I'm not one to say, oh, we do this, we got history. I don't know anything about that stuff. I'm being told that by Neely or anyone on the staff, but I don't know what history is. It seems like every time we play a game, something happens tremendously, and we're happy about that. We're happy about that, especially the way the defense is playing. I'm pretty sure history is somewhere in the making and in some realm of how they're participating right now.
So this is a little off football, but I got a text from my mom saying, "Do you want to hear something funny? I'm reading a lot of material from Coach Prime. I really like his philosophy."
Wow.
I wonder why I see so much about him. And I said, probably because I post about him a lot. But she's a Mormon woman from Utah.
Yeah.
So think about what you're talking about off of football when you're talking about helping young men, young women, preaching to your team about just playing hard, being good people. How do you think that has just expanded nationally? And someone like my mother texts me out of nowhere
Awesome.
saying that.
I don't know about the different religions or ideologies or even when you talk about politics, but I do know people. I know young men, I know young women, and I know how to reach people. That's always been a tremendous gift. And for the fact that you're validating that we're reaching people, we are reaching people from Jackson, Mississippi, that's phenomenal. And that's a blessing for social media as well. We don't have those extreme budgets that we could just hit a button and it goes, but we can with social media. We good?
Do it.
My man.
I got one more question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Obviously, John's not finished, but with everything that's happened this season in Jackson, water crisis, flooding, having to relocate, what has been your mindset and the team's mindset of facing adversity, not only on the football field, but obviously you've had all these other distractions?
We want to embody what the city of Jackson is, and that's resilient. We want to continue to be resilient, focused, determined, with one particular goal at mind, is to give and deliver hope. And that's what we do. My dog.
Yeah, I'll shoot it for you.
Rob, you ready?
I don't know. I ain't for nothing in my head.
Never.